Hello and welcome everybody. I'm Christian from Berlin and question, have you ever seen angel eyes in real life? Oh, it's very hot here. I give you a little hint. You're looking at them right now. Do you also want to improvise on this piece? On the bluesy A part, but also on the jazzy B part? I'll show you on my Patreon side. Become a friend of my channel, join my Patreon side, and there you can learn that. I explain the scales necessary and everything, so welcome. If you enjoyed this tutorial, don't forget to leave a like. That helps this tutorial and my channel to grow. That's it, let's go. I hope you enjoy this. Welcome to the head section for this beautiful piece. It's bluesy. Why is it bluesy? Because of the A part. It's a wonderful A part with very simple chords in the left hand, and we go right into it. It's C minor, and with the descending bass line C minor, with the B flat in the bass, and we have the A flat 7. And this already is yelling out blues. You can easily test this by playing the blues scale, for example, over this, like. It was just a blues scale, like. You see? It's just screaming for it. And we have an intro. And these little things, if you want to spell it out, it's like we are of course, in triplet territory once more, and it's bop 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 bop. You see, it's 2/16 on the first of the triplets. Bop bop bop. 1, 2, 3, and better remember that because it's coming back. Everything is coming back. 90s are coming back. So if the 90s are coming back, hey, what's the triplet coming back? Nothing for us. So, and with a bit of bluesy sound here. Same thing I explained before. I told you, remember what I say, like same rhythmic structure and already echoing the piece. Because this is quoting already a line from the theme that's coming up now. And this, listen to this. Isn't that beautiful? And it's very simple. It's a G7. What makes it beautiful? Well, first, of course, me playing it. And here, we have the flat 5. You can also call it the sharp 11, coming from here, 11. 11 is the same as the 4th, and sharp here. But in this case, it's the flat 5, dissolving to the 5th. To the, what's it called? The perfect 5th. Imperfect 5th. And then we go to the theme. And if you read it in the reader book, there comes the first shocker for piano students. Because it starts with basically ba, 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 which is a 4th triplet in the original. 4th triplets. Very hard, and you would stop right now. But like a you would stop there. But in fact, nobody is playing a jazz standard. If you hear singers sing it, they always sing it differently. So some start like the original, like as it's noted, but it's just there to be treated like chewing gum, like something like ba-ba-dum, or some do it like me. So I found a good solution for you that is easier to count. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. And now it's rising to this beautiful line. And here we're meeting a jazz friend. It's not always nice to meet jazz friends. Very often they're smart asses, but in this case it's a beautiful voicing, and we have a look here. It's the D minor flat 5, also called by the name D half diminished. And we have, this would be the diminished chord, the half diminished chord in its complete beauty, like with a minor third flat 5 and a minor 7. And there's a beautiful voicing that I show you here. Oh, this little clash here is beautiful. This minor second clash. It's beautiful in minor chords with a 9 and the like. This minor 7 is beautiful. This minor second clash, and we have the beautiful minor. They're not always beautiful, but in the minor chord. And here in the half diminished, this voicing, we have the 4 here clashing with the flat 5. And then going to the G7. So basically it's a 2-5 and minor of C. Like D half diminished, G7, and C minor is a typical 2-5 minor progression. And and we move on, and that's so beautiful, no? And so simple. And here comes what I quoted already in the intro. And here we have, here it goes down to G7, only to be resolved to this beautiful. Now look at this, it's a C minor 6. Here's the 6, and I put the 9 on top, the 5th on top, to support the melody note, which is on top, and listen to this. That's really running down your back, right? It's not a red, it's this chord. Here, C minor 6 with these beautiful 4th intervals up to the top. We have flat 5 here, and from here it's perfect fourths. Beautiful sound. And again, the one you know. And second A part. I don't have to show you this, you know, go to the slow replay, learn this, but again. And I told you right at the start, remember, it's the same thing. Okay? It's all right on, running on top of the third structure. Here, yeah, I already put in a little bit of variation. It's one of those pieces where you can do a lot. And no singer would sing this, the first verse identical. You know, it's just meant to be, articulated in a different way. Of course, we exploit this voicing one more time, and now comes something mind-blowing. What the heck is that? First, you have a look here. If you sheet music reader, you will see there's it's overlapping two notes, but it's very important that you realize that there is under the you will just see this one, but under this notation cannot do it properly because it's stupid. It's the B flat and the B here. So what is this? You know this from my or some of you know this from my tutorials, from my previous tutorials. Please subscribe. It's hundreds of tutorials of the highest quality, and it will make you happy and your family, and you learn a lot here. And it's all for free. So it's the G7 altered chord. We have the sharp 9 here. So the altered 9 becomes the sharp 9 here, just placed below the major third. And we have the augmented 4, so it's augmented chord. Or altered because the 9th is altered and the 5 is altered, and that's why the scale you put on top, you play on top, is also called the altered scale. And this is purely what I play here. I started, we have the D minor, and let's just have a brief look at the scale. Yeah. This is a piece of jazz education, valuable jazz education. The dominant of it's the dominant the 5 of a major 1 here of the C major is the dominant G7, and if it's a dominant of a minor 1, you can play the altered chord with the altered scale. And I started already on the on the D half diminished. Here. And now I go to the... And the scale is, we're now in G altered, and we have the flat 9, sharp 9, no regular 9. The 9 is altered in both directions. It's a little bit of yeah, you can skip if this is too exhausting for you. Flat 9, sharp 9, major 3rd, flat 5, sharp 5. Both in the scale they're altered. The 5 and the 9 are altered in both directions. So you have the minor 9, sharp 9, major 3rd, flat 5, sharp 5, no regular 5, and the 7. And on top I just play the same, flat 9, sharp 9, you see? You see? And it's going according to the voicing. It also has no regular 5 and no regular 9. So, regular 9, like the major 9. Okay, flat. And then no 5, we just skip the 5. Yeah. 5 is always there, can be skipped. You know, if always somebody is there, ignore them. If they're always there, ignore them occasionally. So 5 is always there, and the major 9 is always there. So just let's ignore them. And be the party crasher. So, and now I'll give the little structure. 1 and 2. And, okay, so now a little tremolo, and you can do the tremolo because there's nothing happening in the left hand. So for a change, you're completely free to tremolo. And again. And we use the same voicing as before. You know this already, C major 6 with the 4th on top, like. And this is just basically that's the right. And now we come to the beautiful B part. Yes. Yeah. That's now we're leaving basically the bluesy part and go straight to jazz. We have the 2-5-1 progression in A flat starting here. And we have, you see the B flat? It's the 2 of the A flat, and we go straight to E7, which is the 5. So it's a B flat minor 7, and the E7 is the 2-5. Then we go to the 1 and to the 4, which is D flat major chord. So we have a 2-5-1-4 progression. Now first we go, okay, let's start from the beginning. And it is called the B voicing. We have the, go to my voicing tutorial, as I said, like my playlist is full of this stuff. You learn this, the B voicing, we have the 7-2-3-5 voicing. And the E flat 7, we just move the 5th finger. In E7 it becomes the major 3rd, which in B flat has been the minor 7. In E flat 7 it becomes the 3rd. Just one finger is moving, so you will survive. Then in that case you will survive that you have to use the pedal and jump a little. But it just sounds the best like this. Pedal down, hit it baby, pedal, pedal. You see, and here it's just 5th finger moving. That's why it's playable. Okay. Here. Okay. 1 and 2 and boom. And we have the A flat major. Can you see it? We have the rootless voicings. All of them are rootless voicings. Major 7, 9, 3, and 5. You know these already, of course. Yeah. And we have the, now we have first the A diminished. Yeah. Just gave it a little structure. Yeah. A diminished. We move on. Same as before. Same as before. And now we have reached the 1 again, A major, as before, major 7, 9, 3, 5. And now we have the 4. D flat major is the 4. A flat is the tonic in this progression, and D flat major is the 4th, which is the major chord. Again, we have 7, 9, 3, 5 voicing, or 6, and the melody is just wandering down here. And now it's opening up fantastically. Before the root was A flat 7, you know, in this progression. You know, B flat minor 7, E flat 7, A, and now we're moving chromatically up. Yeah, I'm moving chromatically into bullshit. Now we're going down. I mean, before we had a progression in A flat, 2 5, and now we're going to 2 5 of G, and the second degree of C is A minor 7. So now we are in 2 5 1 of G, like again with the 9 in the melody. Yeah, so you can play this like chewing gum, no timing if you want, so just really rough timing, because here I actually played a 4th triplet, which I prevented before, but here it slipped out of my fingers. Yeah. You can count it like 1 and 2 and 1. It's almost the same. 1 and 2 and 3. Again, we are in A minor 7 now. Again, you see the B voicing. B is the category, the theoretical category from John Mahagan, like a writer on jazz voicings. It has nothing to do with the chord. It's called the B voicing, and it has the 7 2 3 5. And again, the 5th finger is from moving from A minor 7 to D7. You see, A minor 7, and just the 5th finger is moving. That's why it's so easy to play and sounds great. It's a standard jazz voicing. Okay, so. And the 1. And a little bit of coming together. Come together right now. And here we come together, G major 7. And moving to, just learn that. Just learn that. It's a beautiful coming together. To the C major. So you see we are finally arriving at the tonic and going to the 4 again. What we just did before with the when we were on doing the progression on the A flat. And then comes the next beautiful piece. That hurt. Here is a C sharp minor 7. Just learn it, just learn it. Cannot explain everything to you. Here. Beautiful voicing of C minor 7. Here, 4th. Here's the minor 3rd. Yeah, just accept that it's beautiful. Sometimes, you know, if you're meeting a beautiful lady, you don't ask like, hey, why are you beautiful? You just look at it and you just accept it. Yeah. You know, it's not too hard to accept it, actually, if if a lady is beautiful. But, you know, you don't ask, why is this beautiful? And here in music, everybody wants to know, like, why? What do you do there? Like, you don't ask a girl, like, hey, why is it so beautiful? Which mascara are you using? How do you do it? How do you apply it? What's the lipstick called? And how do you... Girls do ask that each other, but you shouldn't. Anyway, so I'm diverting. So, C minor 7. And here in piano, of course, you want to know. Just learn this now. We have to go on, okay? We are now in F sharp, again 7, 3, 6 or 13, and the melody on top. Again, we have this typical jazz voicing again here. And we go to D minor 7, G7. It's 2 2 5 combinations. C minor 7, is the 2 of B, like F sharp 7 is the 5 of B, so it's another 2-5, and same coming another 2-5, D, namely D minor 7 and G7, which is of course a 2-5. Am I boring you? Of G7. So full of 2-5, jazz is full of 2-5 combinations. It's so boring style, always the same. And then comes the. I already did something to the we're in the last verse now, and I did something already to it, which every musician would do when he played, would be in the whenever play the hotel, the third verse, he would already like play with it, articulate a different way, and also giving you an idea for if you want to improvise, what you could do, just playing with blue notes. You're like, okay, like it's blue scale. Here, the upward slide, you know that. Here. You see, the melody is not lost. I just play around it, you know, give a little hints. And here we are back at the melody. And we have again our friendly altered scale. Just played a little bit differently, but it's the same notes. And now, final attack. What is that? You know, 1 and 2. That's the drone lick, and how beautifully suffering that is. Huh? Drone lick in this context is so beautiful, like a beautiful suffering sound. How could you do this to me, angel? How could you buy contact lenses for your angel eyes? Well, better than glasses. And then it's just blue scale. And a last sigh. And then, quite unspectacular, we follow. You play this freely without any sense of timing, if you had any in your life. Yeah, and do it just like your teacher. Use the one thumb technique. Just put a stone on the pedal, or one of your kids, and then teachers love to see that. Now, my angels, I hope you have nice eyes. Now it's coming the slow replay. I hope you like this. Bye.